Queen Elizabeth II had just passed away, and all some people could say is how she represented the oppressive colonial system of the British. I'm here to argue otherwise. You see, during the reign of the Queen, all British colonies in Africa got their independence. That is true. If she was a representative of this evil, this oppressive colonial system, I don't think that would have happened. It is true that some of these African countries, they fought for their independence, and it is true that they deserve their independence. But to say under the Queen that these people were so oppressive, these people happens to be this evil, that the Queen is the witch that cut out the baby from its mother's womb and fried the baby to eat, is just too much. People are saying all sorts of things because these arouse some emotions, and this gets more like, more views, and more clicks, you name it. Another argument that these critics are making is that the British or the monarch transitioned the colonial system into the Commonwealth organization. You see, the British, when they did this, the idea wasn't to make these countries a different type of colonies, because the Commonwealth isn't a powerful system. In fact, any country that is part of the Commonwealth could leave at will, or new countries could join. And today, some countries that were not even colonized by the British are part of the Commonwealth group of countries. And the other side is also, any country that wants to leave could leave anytime they want. Barbados recently left the Commonwealth system and removed the British monarch as their head of state. And I can't remember any sanction or invasion of Barbados by the British or by any government on behalf of the British. Maybe there was some arm twisting, some conviction to convince the Barbados leaders not to take such step. Yes, that might, I expect that to happen in the background. But at the end, Barbados decided to go their own way, and they are independent today. And we celebrated all of that not too long ago. So it's important to understand some history or some things that happen in some places and at some point in history before we go full swing into such an argument. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is the new king. These critics are not talking about the new king. I guess they believe in his leftist ideologies, because the king, King Charles, happens to be a supporter of WEF, World Economic Forum. This is an organization that make policies and propose these policies to different countries. And it's arguably one of the most influential policy making organization or non-governmental policy making organization in the world. The World Economic Forum is an organization that drafts and proposes policies to countries. And in recent times, we've seen countries that followed these policies go to the ground, e.g. Sri Lanka. And during the announcement of the "You Will Own Nothing and Be Happy" agenda of the WEF, King Charles happens to be one of the announcers of this agenda, an agenda that has been causing protests in some places now, e.g. the Netherlands. So it's important to understand these things. So when you see these leftist ideologies protesting or smearing the Queen, they forget that the elephant in the room is the king, and that is the present. The Queen is dead, she's gone. And I'm not saying you should go and mourn the Queen or celebrate the Queen. You can show some restraint and keep quiet and move on. Or at least if you cannot do that, what you can do is to focus on the elephant in the room, and that's the king. I think there's going to be more political influence from the monarch during the reign of the king, even if I think it's going to be much shorter than the reign of the queen who just passed away. So don't ignore what is right in front of you. Don't be distracted. Don't get emotionally charged based on all these things going on the internet regarding the queen. focus on the elephant in the room, which is the king. At the moment, nobody is talking much about the king, but sooner or later, you're gonna feel the heat of his political activities. That's all I just want to say about this issue. My name is Eze. This is The Immigrant. You'll catch me in the next one.